Alright, welcome back to another Bit Heroes video. Today we're going to talk about accessories. My last video we talked about pets, so if you missed that one, definitely go back and check it out. But today we're talking about accessories, which are the most powerful items that you can get in the game. And if you get them at level 1, they're just as powerful, if not more powerful, as you continue through the game. So if you ever want to spend gems, or if you're ever looking where to spend your gems initially, getting a good accessory is number 1, followed very closely by getting a really good pet. Okay, so with accessories, you're going to find them in these small boxes, and I would always strongly advise to wait for a sale. About every 2 weeks or so, you'll see a big accessory sale. Different boxes will be available that might be more beneficial to you. Now, these smaller blue boxes, they have such a low chance to get a legendary. I would try to avoid them and go more towards the red or the epic ones. And then, of course, every 2 weeks on the front page, you will see a big accessory sale. And you should always save up and wait for that one. Now, take a look in here. If you look in here, you can actually see the percent chance. So you get a 3.4% chance to get a legendary out of here, so you can kind of do the math on how many gems that's going to take for you. And again, when these go on sale, it's going to be around 800 or 850 gems. Now, in a box like this, you can only get this legendary on the sale. There's different boxes that have different legendaries, and you want to keep that in mind, because while your chance to get a legendary may be higher, if you split that chance over all the other legendaries that you might not want, these smaller boxes are going to win out when they are on sale. Now, coming over here to the Bit Heroes wiki, just type in Bit Heroes accessories in Google, and this should come up for you easy enough. This has all of the legendary accessories listed, and these are the ones that are on the shop that come around in the sales that I've been talking about. Unfortunately, it's not separated into offense and defense, so I'm just going to kind of jump around a little bit. Now, in general, all of the legendary accessories are better than the previous ones, so if you get a legendary, you definitely are getting an upgrade. And one other thing that's good is that all of the offensive accessories are very, very close together as far as damage output, and we're basing that off of a simulation that was done. But keep in mind, any simulation, there's going to be different variables that are going to kind of reduce the accuracy a little bit. So are you attacking one target or multiple targets? What are your runes? What's the composition of your team, etc.? Those little factors are going to play a significant role here. So just keep in mind that all the legendaries are good, all of the offensive legendaries are very close together. Now, for a legendary like this has a lot of crit and crit damage and empower chance, so I might want to balance that out with having more dual strike runes or something else that kind of spread my damage bonuses better. You should see a better improvement if you are spreading those damage bonuses out. Now, jumping down here to kind of keep that idea going. This one has a ton of empower chance, but not a lot of dual strike. So with this one, instead of going 2 empower runes and 2 dual strike runes, I'd probably go with 4 dual strike runes just to kind of even out this bonus. But the regulator is also definitely a solid choice, and no problems if you ended up getting this one out of a box. Jump it down here to Strops Diadem. This one typically sims at the top, so this is the number 1, followed very closely by the other ones. But it just goes to show that having spread out damage bonuses will get you usually the most damage. Traveling Forge, also a good one. And then Transcendence, another good one as well. And then number 2 is the Zaserite Rings. This one drops down, I believe, just because it has a 5% lifesteal on it. Lifesteal is so insignificant that that this one just barely falls down from the other one on the simulations. But again, everything's super tight. The moral of the story for a damage character is to spread out your bonuses. And then here you have the Acropodium. This is part of the set accessory. Unfortunately, this one, even with the set bonus, falls just a little bit shy. But again, everything is super close together, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just unfortunate that this set bonus, while it's so difficult to get, it's only 0.5% quad strike, and you're not getting a ton of value out of that. Now, looking into the defensive accessories, there is a really big difference. This is really significant because evade chance and deflect chance are such low value, and you have a clear winner when it comes to defensive accessories. The trophy is a clear number 1, just because damage reduction is so strong. Damage reduction is always going to be valuable to you. Absorb is also really good, so 5% absorb, so you're going to absorb 1 out of every 20 hits. And then I haven't talked about it too much. When you upgrade these accessories, in the furthest column, you'll see the upgrade there. So each time you pump it up, you will get, the bonus that you see. Scrolling down, So the absorb chance, I've got a friend with this. He's always complaining about it, not a big fan of it. As far as the Neutrino, this I would rank at number 3. You can do a block build, which is kind of cool. If you can cap block at 100%, you will always have it, and you can do that without even your set bonus, so they give some variety. But in order to do that, you need a block mount, you need block enchants, and block runes, which is pretty difficult for a newer player to get together. So something in the future, but initially, that's why this one is ranked at number 3. Also, the way that block works is that if you block an attack, that makes your damage reduction half as valuable, which means that damage reduction is going to win more often than not. And of course, you will need to upgrade your accessory most likely to be able to hit the 100% block chance. And if you have 90% or less, that means there's a good chance that your tank will take 3 hits in a row with no damage reduction and probably die. Now, coming in strong at number 2 is Sakura. Sakura is great, especially for new players, because if you get Sakura, you don't need to upgrade it because you're going to get the 25% damage reduction initially, and then the upgrades are going to be block chance. And of course, block chance isn't bad, it's just not as valuable as damage reduction. So that'll wrap it up for this video. To keep it short, if you want a defensive accessory, the trophy is the number 1, Sakura is number 2. If you can manage a block chance build, that makes block number 3, that gives you some variety. As far as the offensive ones, they're all good, with the Zaserite and the Strops Diadem coming in number 1 and number 2. But who knows what Tier 10 will bring. Definitely stay hyped for Tier 10. We're about a week away. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Personally, I think they're going to be adding in a tank accessory and pet, but that is yet to be seen. So in the meantime, subscribe for more content. I'll keep it coming with daily releases leading up to and through the new release of Tier 10. But as always, I appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.